Hey, I'm Sonny.
And I'm Danielle.
And welcome to Love versus the List.
No, why are you saying it like that?
Love versus the List.
Love versus the List. It's a title.
Saying it too fast.
But there's no comma in it. It's Love versus the List. That's it.
Anyway, our lives are always constantly run by lists, whether they're physical lists or just lists up there.
He's pointing to his brain. But yes, he's right. From dating deal breakers to icks, from relationship rules to why someone breathing so loudly gives you the absolute rage. There is always a list.
There really is. Welcome to our weekly podcast where we share our own lists and our own annoyances on each other. Honestly, I don't know what's going to go wrong here.
Just sounds like a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
But of course, we also want you guys to share your list with us. So please do get in touch.
Yep, you might be single, married, or just confused.
Or just here to judge other people's red flags. No matter what it is, you're in the right place.
You really are. This is
Love versus
the list.
We'll get there.
Love versus the List.
Oh, that's okay. Now you're just taking the mic, aren't you? Hello and welcome back to Love versus the List. Thank you for joining us. How was that intro?
That's good. Did you get nervous again?
What? No, I'm getting better at it. But it's like when producer Ricky is like, right, off you go. All of a sudden I'm like, I've got to speak. But hey, I did it. Hi, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you are all doing very, very well on this fine day.
Well, it depends actually what day you listen to it. It might not be fine, but in our heads and in our day, it's actually fine. Thank you for joining us again. Danielle, how are you? Other than being nervous doing an intro.
I'm good. I feel like I've been really productive with my day so far. I just came from a little work event. It was a mums on tour event.
Yeah, talk to me about that. What happens at mum events? Because I obviously I'd never get invited to dad ones.
Do you not?
No.
They must happen though.
Well, clearly.
Well, you're not getting the invite.
They're missing out on the party somewhere, aren't they?
No, it was for this really cute Scandinavian clothing brand for children. And I've been a massive fan of the brand actually for ages. And I couldn't go to their last event. So this one came around and it just obviously coincided that it wasn't that far from where we're recording this. And
I know, but what I'm saying is when you get there, is it like no one knows each other?
No.
So I can imagine for you, that's a bit like, because I know how you are sometimes, you don't like speaking to people. Like you just about speak to me because we're actually contractually obliged now because of this podcast.
No, yeah, it's always a little bit awkward regardless of what sort of event you go to. Well, I find it a bit awkward anyway, which is why I usually like to go with a friend or I'll ask whoever's invited me, I'll ask who else is going. But with these mum or parent events, I don't really know any other parents that are working in a similar kind of space to me that would have a baby. You know what I mean? My friend Ree, her son is 21 years old, so she's not going to go to a mummy event.
Still a baby though. I'm 32 years old. I'm still my mum's baby.
So yeah, it was a little bit of that we're just kind of standing here. No one's really talking to each other. A couple of people knew people, but I'm going to be honest, I just tucked into the croissants and the orange juice that they had.
Did you bring any?
They also had these, they looked like really nice cinnamon buns, but obviously I don't like cinnamon, but they looked really good. If I can imagine if you like cinnamon, they would have been delicious.
They had these really delicious cinnamon buns. I don't like cinnamon, but I can imagine
they looked it. You know, you look at something, you're like, I won't like that, but to someone that does like those flavors, that looks delicious.
Yeah, I sometimes actually went in a bakery this week, didn't I? Do you remember you were like, oh, you should one day just surprise me with a bit of cake.
Yeah.
So I went into a bakery and I was like, honestly, I looked at some of the stuff in the bakery. I was like, I could ruin you. I could take you home and ruin you.
Show it a good time.
Show it a good time.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'd flick your raisins off and eat you. Right, shall we get into the email? Because I want to start off with an email.
Okay.
I thought it would just start the ep off quite nicely.
Yeah. I was like, go to the email straight away. Wow, end of the podcast. Done. Bye.
No.
Okay, let's kick off with an email.
Yeah, well, obviously, I have to say, don't forget you can email us, loveversuslist@gmail.com. While you're there, please do review us. We've got loads of reviews, 5 stars only.
Lots of reviews.
Otherwise, Danielle said she'll troll you.
No, I don't condone that.
I've seen you troll people online before, and it's not very nice.
No, you haven't.
The 5 stars only.
I ignore them. I block. I rise above it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at you.
Right, mature.
Oh, very mature you are. This is from Hannah. She said, hi, Danielle and Sonny. I was laughing at your Christmas tradition of getting drunk and putting the tree up on the 1st of December. Hey, not long.
No.
Not long. It felt a bit too familiar. My partner and I have been doing a similar thing, except ours normally ends with one of us crying over a broken bauble and the other trying to convince the cat that tinsel isn't food. I mean, that sounds like a bit of a struggle, to be fair. Having pets, oh, actually, to be fair, having babies, we don't really know what it's like yet, because Mia's last Christmas,
She was 6 months.
she was a potato.
Yeah, she was 6 months. She wasn't really fussed about it. But this will be interesting. Although what we did say, didn't we, is that we're gonna still do like the Christmas party food on the Sunday, but then actually do the tree on the Monday
Yeah.
when
so
she's at nursery.
anyone that missed that episode, you can catch up. I don't know what episode it was. Just go back, do your homework, do your research. We basically said on the
Figure it out.
the 1st of December, it is our tradition that we order a load of M&S party food.
Yeah.
Drinks, obviously. It's like our Christmas party.
Yeah.
It's like our work Christmas party.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just basically have a drink. We graze away on party food all day.
Yeah.
And it was yummy last
so
year.
good. It's so good. I mean, this is our 3rd year. We're talking like it's been like a generational thing. This is our 3rd time doing it.
Yeah.
No, it's a tradition. We've set it in stone now. It is, but it has to be M&S party food. Other party food is available, but I'm just going to say I don't think it's as good.
I'm going to be honest, I agree. And I'm sorry, we might have cut out a couple of supermarkets coming for us. We have to fight them all off with a shitty stick sometimes. But M&S party food just bangs.
It is, and I don't know if it's about the way that they do the advert. Dawn French. How can you say no to our Lady Dawn?
I know.
In the adverts, when she's got all the little picky bits.
Yeah. Well, have you seen some of the picky bits that they've got? And have you seen what we might be ordering for the 1st of December?
Do you know what, actually, I haven't really looked this year, no.
Danielle, I had a little look at it. On the way here, I was like, let me just look, see what they got.
Okay, go on.
This is not an ad, by the way.
No,
this is just genuinely
wish.
us.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. This is us just getting excited over food.
I wish.
Mini beef burgers. I mean, you know that
Oh, yeah.
I'd demolish those. I mean, I'd just slip them in. I do. They're just perfect size. They're just
It's like you're eating Rolos. Just
Yeah. Paella bites, fish and chip
Oh,
bites.
what's a paella bite? How would that? Does it go in like a tiny little pan, a little bit of like rice? Like, how does it? Like a little pan with little handles either side. You just knock it back in one.
Topped with a whole black tiger prawn. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all of this stuff's a bit of us. Turkey and stuffy Wellington. Although we must say, we did look at the brochure, didn't we, a couple of weeks ago? There's some spenny bits in
Well, it started because I saw a couple of videos. I saw a couple of TikToks of people looking through the brochure, and I think some of the prices were just quite shocking to people, you know, in the current climate that we're in, Sonny.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm sure M&S will say you pay for the quality, and the quality is top tier.
As I said, it bangs. You don't have to sell it to me.
No, but we're not going for the big boy beef Wellington. We're going for the little mini ones.
Oh, yeah.
We? And quite often they do like 3 for 2.
Don't know.
Well, no, but I feel like party food is usually 3 for 2.
Is it?
And the best thing about party food, well, M&S party food anyway, I don't know if everywhere does this, but I remember this from the last couple of years. No, I know this does sound like an ad, and I promise you it's not. But the best thing is that they do it so that although things might take a different amount of time to cook, it's all at 180 or it's all at 200. There is nothing worse than opening something and being like, oh, that's 180, like 180 degrees. That's got to be 220.
Yeah.
How am I meant to cook them simultaneously? Or do I just go for something that's going to be a little bit crisp and burnt that should be at a lower temperature, or put it in for the other thing for longer? Like, no, everything is at 180, and you've just got to do your timings. So as you remember on the day, I've got like a million timers going off, like every 3 minutes, like, now that's got to go in.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, now that's got to go in. But it's worth it. It's worth it for the deliciousness.
Just grazing away all day. It's wonderful. Which actually leads us quite well into Pit and Peak, doesn't it?
Pit and Peak of the week.
Okay.
I just use Veronica as a mic when I clearly
have another one in front of you that actually is a mic. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to grab it. I was already holding this.
Okay. You were talking about timings and how proud you were.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is my peak of the week.
That's why I mentioned it.
God, see, this is why you're good at this stuff. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together there.
Okay.
So my peak of the week was, we are fully officially into roast season. However, we very rarely cook a roast dinner at home. we mainly probably go to my mum's or your mum's, or we might treat ourselves to one at the local pub.
Yeah.
But I really just wanted us to have a nice cozy Sunday at home. We'd had a really hectic couple of like weekends, and I was like, look, this Sunday, let's just stay at home. Let's order chicken in a bag. Now, there's something about chicken in a bag
Yeah.
that it just stays juicy and succulent. However, everyone knows that with a roast dinner, it's all about the timings. And I just managed to nail the timings. Did I call my mum? Yes, but only once, which actually is a big achievement for me.
What did you call her over?
Just to double check the roast potatoes.
Okay.
Because you want to get good roasties.
As in, when you say called her, did you FaceTime her and say, do these look cooked enough? Or
No, it was at the start of the process. I'd already started parboiling the potatoes. And I said, look, I'm making roast potatoes. They're parboiling at the moment. Do I leave them to parboil for 20 minutes and then put them in the oven? She was like, Danielle, if you leave them to parboil for 20 minutes, you're going to end up with mash.
And she's right.
She was like, 12 minutes.
Wow.
12 minutes parboil.
Yeah.
Parboiling pat.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah.
Potato pat. Oh, no, I can't call it potato pat.
Parboiled pat.
Parboiled pat.
Oh, no.
And then you transfer them into a hot roasting dish with oil in it. Bit of salt, bit of pepper.
Yeah, we get. You're
And
just
then
pleased with your timing.
I was
you're not a
thrilled.
TV chef.
No, but I could be.
Yeah.
Master Chef.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you.
Would you do MasterChef?
I'd like to think I'd give it a go because although I don't really enjoy cooking. I cook for the sake of
Well, we've
you
got to
need
eat.
to eat. But I think if I was like focused on like I want to perfect this one recipe, I think then I'd go for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Fair enough.
that was my pick.
Okay. Do you want to go with your pit?
Oh God, yeah. The other day, I had been out. I came home and I started to feel a little bit of a niggle of a headache, and all of a sudden the headache went to like over like my eye, and I turned to you and I was like, I think I'm getting a migraine. Now I very, very rarely get migraines. Haven't had one in years, but when they hit, and you've never had one.
I don't think so. I mean, I
Sonny.
don't know. Is it just like a really strong headache?
It feels so like, well, I guess I feel different for everyone. But it feels really heavy. Mine is very much like located in one place. So like it was right over my eye, like in this, you were to go in here in my brain. It was right here. I'm really
Move
sharp.
it out of the way. There's loads of room in there.
And it just feels, I just needed my eyes closed. I needed to be in the dark. What I didn't need was an overstimulated, over-emotional, chaotic 18-month-old running around.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what we had because she's going through some sort of weird phase where she's learning about emotions and frustrations and everything is like the biggest deal. Like if, it's not absolutely perfect or, she can't stick the sticker on the book properly and it's meltdown Mia.
Yeah, it probably explains. Funny enough, my pit is also on the same day as yours, but it probably explains a lot. The reason why maybe it is our pits is because I feel like she's becoming a lot more difficult to
Challenging.
just look after because obviously, like you said, her emotions are different, this, that, whatever. And it's just like, oh, wow, you're really evolving here.
Yeah, she's really developing, which is incredible. But with that development does obviously come some hurdles because she's figuring it out, as are we also figuring her out.
Absolutely.
My
pit was literally probably about 5 minutes after that you were like, this is a lot. This is a lot. So we've got a TV in Mia's playroom.
Yeah.
Right, we rather keep the radio on all day or she'll go dance and we'll put some music on or she'll go fish and she wants to, watch, there's like what is it, the dory thing?
Dory cam.
Dory cam. She just watches like fish just fly around, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think they fly, do they?
No,
fish?
I think they swim.
Yeah, I think they swim. Yeah, you know the deal.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll be taught from you, not me. And when I went to pick up the remote, obviously I looked on Sky and it came up recordings. And I was like, oh, let's see what we've got recorded. Well, what didn't we have recorded? I've never seen anything like it. So Mia's managed to work the remote and she's recorded God TV. Some form of God TV. So we had that recorded.
If she wants to follow the big man, then
Oh, absolutely. But she can
find
do
your faith on.
She can do it on her own Sky TV. right? So I've had to delete a couple of episodes of whatever was on God's TV, right? I've had to do that. Then I swipe over, and then I see The Chase. And I think,
right.
all right, I don't mind The Chase, but I don't really want a recording of it because there's so many of them. Danielle, I was scrolling through. She's recorded over 120 episodes.
She's done series link, hasn't she?
She's done a series link and recorded 120 episodes.
Yeah, it's on every single day.
But Sky, I'm not coming at you, Sky, because I do kind of like you. You're all right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Don't.
But, no, I won't.
Don't.
But there's no way, unless someone can tell me otherwise, there is no way you can click on what's been recorded and delete all. So Muggins over here, sitting in the playroom, is deleting episode by episode. I've still got about 100 to go. That is what I've got.
That's annoying.
I've got a bit of admin to do when I get home, and it involves Bradley Walsh.
That is annoying.
It is.
Yeah,
it's
they do
very
need to
annoying.
sort that out.
Sort that out, and also Mia.
Well,
stop.
I think maybe it's a lesson to us. We need to keep the remote out of reach.
Out of reach.
Oh my god, I had that in my head, and I was like, no, don't sing, Danielle. You've already
sung Pit and Pete. You couldn't possibly sing anymore.
I've expelled my singing talents for the day.
Yes, I've got that to look forward to. So that was kind of my pit, and it's an ongoing pit. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I've got about 100 episodes to go, and that's if God TV hasn't turned up again.
Did she record anything like good, or like is there anything?
Well, my show on Capital was on there, and I wouldn't really say that's good.
No, just a bunch of
mediocre,
rubbish then.
to be honest. God TV was the most exciting thing on there. So yeah, I've got that to do when I get home. So that'll be interesting.
Okay,
My
what's your
peak.
peak?
My peak.
Oh,
my
go on.
peak. I don't know if you remember discussing a love train. Do you need a bit more context? So I discussed there's a guy on TikTok called Jack. I don't want to get his name wrong. I feel like I got his name wrong last time. Jack Johnson? John.
He does the funny videos.
He does funny video. Jack Joseph.
Jack Joseph.
Thank you, producer Ricky. I called him Jack Johnson before.
Isn't he a singer, Jack Johnson?
And Jack Jones. Jack Joseph. He does this thing on TikTok, right, where he'll reply to his video and he'll be like, bra train.
Oh, the bra train. That I thought you meant like brassiere, like lingerie,
No,
bra.
BRUH chain. And then people just comment bra chain, bra chain, bra chain. She's got a big chain of bras. It's almost like a dash.
Yeah,
right?
okay. It's like a what's that?
Yeah,
a bunch of adverts, yeah.
Well, I suggested, it was just a suggestion. I just put it out there.
I do remember this because I remember thinking it was not that great of a suggestion.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Go on.
I would like to shout out Francesca, who started the love train, baby. It's
Stop
a
it.
love train. Choo choo. She jumped.
Sorry.
Sorry, there's something really took over me there.
Beatboxing as well, you did.
No, that was like a train. Like you know, I mean, you know what noise.
Choo choo.
Choo choo. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
The love train has begun. We are on a train of love, baby.
All thanks to Francesca.
All aboard. Francesca started the love train.
Hopped on.
So she started it on Spotify, and it's going. It's going on Instagram. It's happening.
Is it?
It's happening.
Okay.
It's happening. The love train has begun, baby.
But are you kind of really trying to push the train down the track?
Don't need to.
Very much driving.
Train pushes itself, Danielle. You've never been on the DLR.
No driver.
No drive. I always like to sit at the front and imagine that I'm driving.
Driving.
With my eyes closed.
Ooh.
Listening to Adele. Sorry.
Someone's listening. Francesca.
Yeah, well done, Francesca. I
Thank
feel
you.
like we should try and shout out love trains. If anyone wants to start a love train, I'm going to shout you out. It won't be my pit or my peak every week.
No.
But
that you'll get a little
credit where it's due.
big up.
A little pat on the back, especially for you, Francesca. Thank you very much. We should get into our list. Get them out of the way.
Okay.
I always feel like this sometimes could be like a negative part of the podcast. But then I also think, actually, it's not negative because sometimes when we go home, things do change.
They do,
So it's almost like a
they?
bit of therapy for us so it's nice to bring to the table something that might just be a little thing at home where we go, oh, that's annoying. I'll probably bring that up on the podcast. We have a little chat about it and it probably won't happen again.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically the goal, isn't it? You bring it up and then they'll just never do that thing again. And you're like, great, nailed it.
Yeah, it's almost like communication is key, which is mad, isn't it?
Especially coming from you,
Yeah.
Mr. Non-communicator.
Well, look at me. I
Right.
did a podcast.
But would you want to go with yours first then?
I'll go mine first.
Okay.
Yeah, since I'm just a communicating
Right.
king.
You're on a roll. Go on.
You leave your bloody slippers everywhere around the house. Dangerously. I know they're called slippers, but I don't want to slip over them every time.
Could you please give examples?
I would love to. Thought you'd never ask. So, get through the front door. You might be in the playroom with Mia. You leave your slippers in front of the door. In front of the door.
The playroom
The playroom door, which is always open. You can always walk into it, always walk out of it. Mia often walks in and out of it, just free will. You leave them there. Yesterday, I noticed, I was sitting on the sofa. I think you were in the kitchen. Mia was running around. I was sitting on the sofa, have a little sit down. Oh, I didn't know I have a little sit down, Danielle, sometimes.
I wouldn't know. I was in the kitchen probably cooking dinner.
Yeah, but
Also,
you like
trying to entertain
Well, I know
Mia.
that you were sitting down, and the reason why I know that is because you left your slippers by the sofa. So as I stood up to run after Mia, I slipped over your slippers.
You need to use you little peepers, then, don't you?
No. If you just tuck your slippers to this, like by the side, you know how when we go to baby classes sometimes, you've got to take your shoes off because obviously you don't want outside shoes being on mats or anything like that. Why don't you use that as like a little exercise for when we're at home?
When I'm in my own home, in my slippers that never see outside.
They never see outside, but you just leave them just leave them by the wall. And then I can't trip over them. I've tripped over your slippers a good couple of times. You also leave them at the bottom of the stairs. You like to leave your slippers at the bottom of the stairs.
You do that.
I don't wear my slippers at home anymore.
No, but you did. You used to do that.
Okay. Well, I haven't done it in a while, so you can't bring it up. You leave your slippers at the bottom of the stairs. So when I come down, I'm pointing. You leave them at the bottom of the stairs. I have to open the baby gate, move your slippers to the side to then turn around and shut the baby gate. It's just inconvenient. That's what I'm going to say. It's just an inconvenience to my life.
Okay.
That you should, if you just tuck them away, slip them to the slide.
Slip them to the slide.
Slip them to the slide.
Okay. Well, it's giving very much like old people's home.
Yeah,
you know, like,
wearing slippers at home. Yeah, you're
no,
right.
I love
actually.
my slippers. They've got smiley faces on them.
Oh.
We actually have got matching slippers.
We do.
Like you don't wear yours anymore, so
Well, they don't really match because I actually leave mine by the front door, and you leave yours just anywhere. Really,
I'm gonna shove mine up your ass soon. You keep
as long as you
going
move
on.
them out of the way, I don't care. You shove them where you like.
So the playroom thing, I actually got from you. So before Mia had her playroom, a lot of her toys would be like in our living room before we kind of converted the downstairs into the playroom. And I always found it really bizarre that before you walked into our living room, you would take your slippers off and leave them by the door. And I would just walk into the living room with slippers on because, as I said, like I'm in my house, slippers haven't been outside, we're in the living room, like just walk around the house in your slippers. That's their purpose.
Yeah.
And I always found it really strange that you would take your slippers off before entering. Like it's for you, the slippers would only be used in like the stairs and in like the hallways, but not in actually any of the rooms connected to the hallways or the stairs. And I always found that really bizarre. But then when we transferred to the playroom, I think I then picked up that habit from you to like leave your slippers at the door.
Yeah.
As to not walk the slippers into the playroom.
Well, it's just because when you've got a baby, you're just constantly sitting on the floor. And then you're sitting with slippers on.
Okay, so what do you want me to do then? Leave my slippers on or take them off?
Take them off, just move them to the side.
Move to the side where? They're always going to be in the way somewhere.
No.
The only place they're not going to be in the way is if they're on my feet. But you didn't like them being on my feet when I'm in the playroom.
Just move them to the side. It's easy. Slip them to the side. Done.
Okay.
And also, my theory with slippers is that if you've got carpet, I don't really want to wear slippers. Hard
you do
floors,
have a
I want to wear
strange theory.
slippers. Carpet, no. Take them off.
But most people, or a lot of people, will have carpet in some and slippers in the other. So then are you picking them up when you're walking on the carpet and then you putting them back down when you get to the like hard floors and you put them up, then you pick them up, get all bit carpet. Also, our stairs, we've got a carpet runner in the middle of wooden stairs. So what am I doing? What if my foot touches a bit of the wood or a bit of the carpet? What am I doing?
You walk up the
Sonny?
stairs like John Wayne, just got off a horse, just so you miss the runner going up. That's what you do. All right.
Okay, fine. That's a pretty weak list, but
I know
take
that's going to change when we get home, and I'm going to be like, "Oh, well done, you actually listened to me."
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, come on.
You are ever so helpful around the house. So much so to the point where you will do some laundry.
I'm not a genius, but I feel like there's a butt coming in.
The other day, before I went out, I said, "Oh, look, at some point today, could you just put a load of Mia's washing on because we wash her separately? Yeah, fine, great. Put it on, got back. Went, you know those trousers of yours? They were in the wash basket just by themselves, so I just chucked them in with Mia's stuff. I'm thinking, what trousers? The kind of maroon coloured ones that we've already washed twice, and the first time I washed them, my fault, I put them in with dark wash and they stained.
Were they the same ones?
Yes. They stained like the band on like your boxers and anything that was white, they stained it kind of a slight pinky colour. But it was in with the dark, so you didn't really notice it on obviously the black stuff, but you did notice it on anything that was slightly lighter. And that was my fault.
And now all my Calvin Kleins are pink because
Not all of them, but some of them. Nice feminine touch. Go with it. Real men wear pink.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, so we'd already washed those trousers once and we'd had that and I'd owned up to the fact, I'm so sorry, that was my mistake.
Yeah.
You then thought that it would be a good idea to put those trousers, which I had to put back in the wash because they had got a bit of mud on them when I went out with Mia, in the wash with Mia's light clothes, sleeping bags, things that also we had borrowed from my sister.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You didn't even put them in with the darks.
I did not.
You actually put these maroon trousers. We all know what colour maroon is. It's quite dark, deep, like berry red.
You don't wear those trousers out, do you? Like out.
Well, I had got mud on them. Yeah, I'd worn them to the park with Mia. Why?
Interesting.
You don't like them?
No. Interesting. Sorry.
Okay.
That aside, in my defence, got to have defence, haven't I?
Go on.
I remember there not being a lot of Mia's washing, and I thought I'd just chuck to make a bigger load. Make it worthwhile putting a wash load on to put more in. Didn't even think about your trousers. Actually, I didn't even think they're the ones that washed out before. And actually, had I thought about it, I probably would have gone, it's probably washed out by now. It's already been washed. It's not going to wash out again, is it? And lo and behold, it did.
Yeah.
And it did ruin a couple of bits. I apologise for that. But do you know what? What you said when you first did it? I hold my hands up and I apologised. And that's what I did.
The first time, it can be a mistake. If
But
it's either
the
of us.
first time was your mistake.
But it doesn't matter. It's a household mistake.
You learn from your own mistakes.
It's a household mistake. The first time something happens,
I
if
didn't
it's
realise.
voiced to the other person, so like if I do something and I don't tell you about it, then you do it, then you didn't know that I did it, so fine. But this first time that I did it, it was voiced in the household that shouldn't have been done.
I didn't realise they were the same pair. It didn't cross my mind, obviously, because I wouldn't have put them in, would I? It was an accent. And
you know what that is?
And like you said, I put my hands up and I apologise.
Okay, well, how about you apologise to my sister, whose items we have ruined and stained kind of like a greyish pink now.
Yeah, because then I'm putting them on another wash with sort of like colour catchers and vanish.
Did you put a colour catcher in the first wash?
I did not.
So even though you knew that you had a maroon pair of trousers and white...
That I thought were already washed out.
But regardless, there's still a maroon colour. It's still two very different coloured types.
As I said,
you didn't think about putting a colour catcher in then.
I put my hands up and I apologised. I will put my hands up to your sister and I shall apologise. Look, hands are up. If you're not watching, my hands are up. You can watch us on YouTube every Friday. Okay.
That really they took the biscuit this week. And I know that you didn't do it on purpose, and I really had to try and not be angry with you, but I was fuming for a long... I still am, if I'm honest, because it's like...
No, you don't carry that.
No, she had this really pretty...
Some would say that you're
H&M...
still seeing red. Am I right?
That wasn't even a little bit funny. That wasn't even a little bit funny.
Because the joke is that they were red.
I get what the joke is, Sonny. It's just not funny. You're not taking it seriously, and you're going to do it again. And do you know what? If I'd done that with your Picante t-shirt, you would have been absolutely fuming.
Yeah.
Maybe I will now. I didn't know.
Do we need to do our own washing.
No, we need to not be dum-dums and not put a pair of red trousers in with whites.
Okay. Well, we've both made the same mistake, so we're 1-1.
Yes,
Okay.
although I did put the
And I
red
put my
trousers in with
hands up
blacks.
and I
I
apologise.
would never have put those red trousers
Okay.
in with white clothes.
Okay. Shall we move on to emails?
Fine.
Can you cheer up a little bit?
Okay.
You stop seeing red.
Is that your chair or are you?
I don't know. At this rate, it could be my chair, my back. I'm not sure, Danielle.
Bum.
My bum. It could be. It could be.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm glad that I expressed to you actually how angry I was, because I think I did quite good at covering it at the time. But just so you know, I was fuming.
Okay. Let's leave it there.
Okay.
Emails.
Yeah, go on.
I know I say it every week. I do genuinely love going through the emails. It is, like I said, the column section in a magazine. It brings me joy. Other people's problems bring me joy.
Okay. Psychopath behaviour, but okay.
I think that's normal. This is why this podcast works, because
Yeah.
we have our problems. We share it with people that might enjoy
Yeah.
our problems. We share it. Problem shared is a problem and a mistake made again.
Yeah, according to you. No,
According to me.
it's good to hear people's problems if we feel as though we can actually give some sort of beneficial advice or opinion.
I don't know what you're going to say to this email, because
Okay.
I read it and I was genuinely like, there's no judgment here when it comes to these emails.
Of course not.
Whenever you send emails in, there is no judgment. I just like the excitement.
Well, there can't be judgment, especially from you, because you've probably done something equally as stupid or ridiculous anyway.
Like I said, no judgment, but I don't think I have.
Okay. Go on. Who's it
This-
from?
Anon.
Oh, okay. So you know it's going to be bad.
Not
then.
Anon. Anon.
Anon. Okay.
All right. Hi, Danielle and Sonny. I need some advice because I've made a bit of a mess. I've been living with my housemate for a while, probably over 2 years. He's a guy, and on the odd occasion, although it hasn't happened in the last year or so, after a separate drunken nights out, we've ended up at the flat drinking more together. One thing has led to another. It's never been serious, just a bit of fun and drunken chaos that we both brushed off. Here's the kicker. The thing is, I've had a boyfriend for about 8 months now, and we're actually moving in together in a couple of weeks. The maths, fine.
Okay. Year and a
Maths is
half,
fine.
8
Year and a
months,
half.
fine.
Everything's great, or as it was, until last weekend when my housemate and I slipped up again. We were both drunk, it just sort of happened, and we both immediately said, this is a mistake and it will never happen again. Now I feel absolutely awful. The guilt is eating me up, and I don't know whether I should tell my boyfriend before we move in and just carry the guilt and promise that it will never happen again. Do you both think I need to confess and risk everything blowing it up? Or should I just keep quiet, try and move on and pretend it hasn't happened? I know I've messed up. I'd love to hear what you would do. Anon.
What a silly Sally. Then I don't know if their name is Sally, but what a silly Sally.
Silly Sally. Silly Sally.
I'm a bit stumped.
I know.
Well, no, because I know what I want to say.
Well, be honest. What do you want to say?
I want to say keep quiet, but I feel like that's morally very wrong.
Why would you say keep quiet?
Because I think,
Which shocks me, by the way, but we'll come back to that.
because I think Anon, if it genuinely was a mistake, you're looking at me like, what are you keep quiet about? No, but I think if it genuinely was a mistake, then telling your boyfriend just so that you feel better, but you're then basically going to put a load of hurt on him for the sake of what?
Well, for the sake of being honest and saying that I've cheated on you.
Yeah,
and
but
being open before we move into this house together, I need to tell you that I've slipped up, I've done something wrong, and I should probably get it out now before we end up living and you find it out another time.
yeah, but then the poor guy's going to be really sad, and like he might break up with her. And I would say the same if it was the other way around.
But-
if it was him and doing it to a girl,
But he has that decision if he's then told
yeah,
to break up with her or to continue moving into a house together.
I think the way that she worded it, he worded it. I don't even know who wrote this email. The way that they worded it, it does sound like the thing with the housemate, like, was a Like, it's not a serious thing. It's
You're
not.
stumped.
I
You
really
don't know
am,
what to say.
because I don't think there's like actual I think it's different if there's feelings. Or I think if it's like multiple,
But
like.
she's cheated on him, on her boyfriend.
Yeah, that's not good.
Are you being serious? Are you for real? When I said I don't know how you'll react to that, no good.
They're not good.
When I said I didn't know how you would react to it, I thought you'd be the other way, in all honesty. I thought you'd be like, no, and there's no judgment here, Anon, there's no judgment to you. I mean, it's questionable from your being your partner, whether you would tell me if you cheated on me or not. That's questionable, and that's something that we should probably discuss on the way home. It's not for a podcast, not right now. If I come back next week, just me and producer Ricky, what have you been up to, Ricky?
Lies.
Love versus the lies. Oh, it just writes itself. Please don't cheat on me.
Don't you know how long it took me to find a boyfriend?
God,
My single years.
Were you single? Not heard. Honestly, that's one of our keywords when you search in Love versus the List. It comes up single. No, I'm not joking.
No, okay, go on then. So you think that this person should be honest and tell their boyfriend?
Yeah. Yeah.
And how would they, or if you were told that, let's not use you and I, obviously, because but if you were told that in a previous relationship, what would you have done?
I think it would be nice to have known before I was moving in with someone that was the case. It's then my decision to make whether I want to continue to move in with this person based on what I've been told. Will it happen again?
Well, they're not living together anymore, are they? So.
No. And do you know what? Feelings just go poof. They just vanish. They just go. It doesn't undo any of that, though, does it?
No, you're right.
Just because they don't live together, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen again. They might see each other on a night out again. He might be single. It doesn't say whether he's single. It doesn't go into it. It doesn't divulge.
Doesn't divulge. Your favourite phrase.
Yeah.
Doesn't divulge.
But yeah. My thing would be that I would rather be told to be able to deal with the situation. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I'm actually not thinking about all advice I've ever given or would ever say, like, you know, even doing that is cheating, or, you know, like sending a DM can be cheating. And I feel like I'm kind of going against that, and I don't know why, but just something in my gut.
This is a physical.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I've deemed things that are less as a form of cheating.
Yeah.
So I almost don't understand my own logic here. I'm having one of those, I think computer needs to shut down and start back up again, because
you need to reboot.
I need to reboot.
You're wearing corduroy trousers today, and I knew something was off.
I knew you were going to get the corduroy trousers in at some point.
They look like my I don't know.
You're going to say a teacher, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. How did you know? Did you feel like one when you put it on?
No. But corduroy trousers and teachers, I feel like they just go.
Do you know what I like about these trousers?
What?
Not burgundy. Not red.
Easy to wash.
Won't ruin in the wash. Right, go on. Anon wants a bit of. Obviously, she wants either of our opinions. My opinion, Anon, would be come out before you move in together. I think that would be the best scenario. It's not a good scenario for your boyfriend. But I just think that I personally would rather know about that, and then I can make a decision whether I want to continue to be with you or not. My choice would be not, and I'd find a housemate to move in with, because I just think once you move in together, you would constantly be thinking, what else? Or
you absolutely do have a point. I'm going to be honest, I'm absolutely stumped, and I feel like it's the sort of thing that I'm going to make this into some sort of social clip and have to put it as, you know, when this episode goes out on social, and ask people's opinions, because actually I don't know what to do. If my friend came to me and said this, I'd be like, wrong friend, you're asking the wrong friend here.
But morally, you must know it's
morally,
the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do, but there's something in me that's like causing so much hurt for the sake of, if it is something
they've only been together a year.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like, if it. I can't even justify if it was 8 years.
If you're together for 8 years,
but then
it's something that would have been going on during the 8 years. Like,
totally,
absolutely.
But what I'm saying is, whether it's a year or 8 years, morally it's still wrong, and morally I would still like to know if that was if that happened to me.
Yeah.
If I was to be the
I think-
victim of that.
Anon, like, are you actually in it with your boyfriend?
Well, that's a question, isn't it?
Yeah, because how has that even become a thing that you're in that situation?
Yeah.
Like, maybe you need to question actually how you feel about your boyfriend, because
Yeah.
if you're in love,
It wouldn't
like
happen.
cheating is just not even, it doesn't even enter the sphere.
No, I hope you work it out, and I hope you don't feel judged. I would hate for anyone to email in and feel judged.
Well,
like,
I'm not judging them because I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell them. If anything, you're more judgy than me in this situation.
No,
but-
I'm just saying how I would want to deal with the situation if it was me. I think morally it's the right thing to do. Personally,
yeah,
to
those
tell
morals.
him before. Why are you saying like that?
No, it's in they're strong, aren't they?
Yeah, before you move in together and before you create a life living together and perhaps move on to the next phase with each other and all that sort of stuff. I think this could rather make or break your relationship, and I would do it from the start.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us know how you get on.
Please. I'm sorry that I haven't been more
Imagine we get an
helpful.
email next week just from the guy
Boyfriend.
that she lived with.
Make for great
I'm
content.
still in love with her.
Make for great content for the podcast. So
I'd love to have him sit in front of us. Talk to me. Yeah. Where did you both go? Simmons, was it? Jumping Jacks.
a bit more decorum than that.
Was it Pop World? I got turned away from a Pop World once. It was one of my lowest moments in my life.
I don't know what Pop World is.
So it's just like a club that just plays loads of pop music. And it's got like different rooms, and like there'll be like a 90s room.
Okay.
or
Oh, sounds
whatever.
fun.
It's actually really fun. I got so drunk once in Brighton, I went to the door and they turned me away.
Mm.
That was one of my lowest moments in my life, being turned away from a Pop World.
Oh, were you really, really badly drunk?
Get me
You
on.
must have been.
Can't remember.
Right, well then you must have been. You probably like threw up on the bouncer's foot or something.
No, I didn't. Did you like that? That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you've got any more emails like that, please do send them in.
No, not like that, because I feel like I did terribly then at giving advice.
But you're really good at giving advice.
Evidently not.
Just having an off day. That's fine.
Maybe it's the corduroys.
Maybe you need something to tell me. Tell me something. Maybe you something to tell me. Maybe we should discuss your answers after, on the way home.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See you next week?
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to the head teacher's office.
Not with them trousers, you're not. I'm coming to yours.
Okay.
Give us 5 stars, please. Thank you very much. loveversthelist@gmail.com. Means Christmas time now, isn't it?
Yeah. Jingle bells.
And we need to
Christmas
get
jumpers are
Christmas
at the
jumpers.
ready.
Yeah.
Christmas jumpers are at the ready. Very excited. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. No judgment. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.